Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Bane and we are playing Hellion. I have Draconis with me and this was recorded actually earlier today. You'll hear me, you won't hear my voice, but you will hear him responding to me, and we're just going to show you quickly how to grab the airlock and actually dock your ship to your airlock. It's a pretty complicated system, there's no real controls, so you'll hear some strange sounds and that happening around me, but yeah, it's a pretty good game, early alpha, but needs a lot of work really. We've discovered quite a few problems, and you can see if you want to turn your jetpack on and off, it's T. If you want to take your mask on and off, it's X. But quick tip: holding Shift when you're about to release your first door means that you won't actually be ejected into space. So hold Shift down, that gives you your RCS stabilization, and Draco's just saying he's ready to go. Out goes the air. And Draco's just going to grab the airlock, that's where I ask him to grab it for me. There's the first airlock you'll see when you leave your fresh start station. You just kind of aim for things and then hold Shift just to make sure you grab them, and you then grab hold of it. So Shift is also used to hold on to stations as well and centralise yourself. And he's just going to look for an RCS control module, which is what you use to dock.
Close the door on the station.
And he's closed the door on the station, so he's letting me know. So just going to do a little bit of spinning around here. Once we finish spinning around, we'll be able to just head into our airlock and get things sorted. So he's now thrusting it around. Now, the real thing to get to grips with in Hellion is orientation. Orientation is really important, so I'm going to be guiding him a little bit during that orientation. He's going to say, which way am I facing? Am I facing the right way? Because piloting modules can be quite difficult. So I'm telling him, you need to be really pointing down, bro. You're kind of spinning around.
Oh. Trying to find the station.
There he is. You should have the station. I told him you need to turn around, bro. You need to turn around.
The ship.
Found the ship.
That's you.
He's found me. I said to him, if you turn 180 degrees right now, you're going to find the station. So I'm looking at the station. And you can hear my jets just flying off, so he's trying to turn it all the way around. And we're going to have a success in a second. And he has found it. The other way you can do that is by obviously using your own orientation first to kind of guess where it is, and then use the RCS panel orientation afterwards. So he's just going to slot this in while I go and grab the ship. Here's our ship. I'm going to try and get on board. I'm on the completely wrong side of it when I first land. I must say, FTL is pretty fun travelling around. We've been to a lot of distress calls. In fact, one of us, a whole team, me and 12 other guys, ended up at the same place, but the lag was so bad that we were forced to quit out when all of our ships kind of collided.
From my understanding, you also need to have the right side of the airlock docking port. You can switch between them with R to different cameras.
So he's just talking to you about cameras as well, and how you can switch between them using R. So if you're wondering how you switch between docking components, you use the button R. You have that on your ship. You actually have a grappling hook as well for grappling modules in the future. I'm just going to orientate myself, get to the airlock, get myself in said airlock, depressurize it, which is all automatic. There is a bug actually where you can get out of sync and you have to kind of keep clicking it to depressurize it, or clicking it to repressurize it. I've had some clutch moments where I've been dying, running out of oxygen, just because I've had to click it to death. Usually a relog solves that. So I'm just waiting for it to depressurize now. We got good depressurizing happening there, and once it's at 0, we can then move over to the door panel and open the door. So I've opened the door, and I'm going inside the ship. And again, I'm going to find the door lock, which again is on the opposite side. Close the door and then repressurize it again, so I can actually go inside the ship without exploding my head. You can orientate yourself to land on your feet as well. I can't remember if I did that in this video. I think I just fell flat on my face because I wasn't really paying attention. So you should orientate yourself properly rather than falling flat down like me. Whee! And you don't actually have to get up off your feet like I do.
Actually, if you angle yourself in the right way, you will just drop on your feet. Yeah.
That's just reminded me that if you angle yourself the right way, you can fall off your feet. So I can activate the solar panels on the ship. You can do that from here. We can see there's some damaged components with the 1 key here indicating a damaged component. You can actually scroll over those to see which ones are damaged. So we can see that some of them are low HP, the thermonuclear catalyst in particular there on the ship. I'm going to activate the capacitor so we can store energy as well. There's some guns, there's some more jetpacks, etc. inside, and some helmets. Didn't mean to grab that helmet, put that back. Usually in your airlock there is an EVA unit, which is better than I find than the normal all-cop suits. Sorry. So getting the EVA units are going to be kind of like something players are going to want to do, so they can be actually out there longer. I'm just going to interact now, power up my ship by clicking EF on the console. You can see I've got movement here. And the first thing I'm going to do is actually try and get myself orientated to the station itself, which is always the tricky bit when you're first thrust through. RCS can be a bit of a pain to get used to because obviously it's based on true physics. So there's the airlock I'm going to want to connect to. I just have a little bit of lag there, which throws me off a little bit. So obviously you've got WASD, so W and S are forward and backwards, AD left and right, Q and E obviously rotate you, but control and space if you're using the default controls are up and down. Space for up, control for down. I need to be aware of your speeds, both laterally and
yes, I can see you.
And he's saying he can see me. He's like, hey, I can see you.
Yeah, a little bit.
So in a minute I will pop into docking mode. So identifying it's easy to get your ship kind of lined underneath the station if you can at first, just so you're ready to flip. You can use the match velocity by pressing F3 as well. I found it to be sometimes a little bit buggy at the moment, so if you go suddenly start spinning wildly, you know why. This is a manual kind of maneuver at the moment. Now I'm going to go into dock mode. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hold T down and I'm going to select the module as the target in a second. And that's important because we want to attach the airlock and not the ship itself. If you attach to the ship, you'll have all kinds of pressure models when you come to open the ship up.
If you rotate, if you keep rotating them like that, you should see it.
I'm just asking him to clarify where I am. I'm like, where is the ship? Okay.
You should also rotate the forward.
So So I'm rotating and I'm rotating. I'm like, where's the ship? I can't find it.
Yeah, you should see it eventually with the camera.
There she is. And I'm like, oh, found her. And I go back. And I'm going to try and angle now with the correct docking, because this shows the camera from the docking port itself. And it does give you RCS control true to the camera as well. So trying to stop myself from spinning, not being very successful today. And, you know, I've done a few of these now, and I can dock usually a lot quicker than this one, than this video, but this was probably the best example I could show you of kind of a combination of everything right at the start. Now, myself and Gul did cover Hellion quite a lot more, so if it's something you think you're going to enjoy, then we'll try and cover it.
Right orientation, yeah.
So it's important that you note that the two vents are at the bottom when you're trying to orientate the dock, so that's what you kind of want for all your docks and modules. And it's glowing orange.
Just align it and you're good.
And I'm aligned.
Go down a little bit.
And you should see an auto docking kind of maneuver in a second when you're close enough. And there she goes. And that is it. We're now docked. And we can now transfer between the ship itself. Just to point out, you'll see me get out this chair, and you'll see me see Draconis. And I think that's it, guys, really. That's kind of just what I want to show you if you're struggling with Hellion already. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and we'll see you soon.